Do you ever wonder what makes the difference between successful people and unsuccessful people? Well, if you're a person dedicated to success like I am, you're gonna wanna stick all the way to this video because I'm gonna share with you the 3 most powerful thought processes that successful people use in the operation of their mind that you can install today and start using in your personal thinking. Stick with me. I've got a bonus for you at the end, which is the Mac Daddy of successful thinking. You're not going to want to miss it. Let's get started. You know, before I got involved in business and before I got involved with my business mentor, who is my coach for success, highly recommended by the way, I had what you might call stinking thinking. I should have, I could have, I would have. My life was a struggle and it was hard. And you know what my mentor pointed out to me? He said, Scotty, you gotta look around at your associations, the proximity of the people you're hanging with, because I'll tell you what, I know you wanna soar with the eagles, I know you wanna be successful, but it's hard to soar with the eagles when you're hanging out with a bunch of turkeys. So it wasn't until I met my mentor and I made myself teachable and coachable that I started to understand that there are 3 standout thought processes that successful people are thinking all the time, and they think differently than I was thinking. I just want to share with you, there is a lot of time, energy, and attention that goes into producing these videos. We're just getting started, and I want to ask you for your free love and support for this new fledgling channel. You know what to do? Just give the video a like, hit the subscribe button, turn on that notification bell because I don't want you to miss anything. The content that we're producing every week, I'm committed to produce content for you twice a week. It's going to transform your life and I don't want you to miss out on that. So the key came for me when I realized I was soaring with the turkeys. I was making life and embracing life as a constant struggle every day. I almost enjoyed it. And like I said, life was so hard, and I was even starting to live life habitually like I was playing the victim. But then, like you, I chose to change my life, to change my thinking, and everything that day changed just like it can for you. The number 1 way successful people think is what I call possibility thinking. Now check this out. Napoleon Bonaparte, Emperor of the French Republic, considered one of the greatest commanders of all time, he's quoted as saying, "Impossible is a word only found in the dictionary of fools." In other words, successful people don't think about what's not possible. They're always thinking about what is possible. And so successful people have possibility thinking. They're always bringing that to the table. Now, to have possibility thinking, of course, you've got to be a positive person, right? Because we always know that in any situation, if you've got 2 people at the table and one says, "Hey, do you want to go out to eat?" and the other one says, "No, I don't," well, the negative is going to win. See, people who are successful and get things done, they always think about how can I find a way to win? If there's a roadblock, well, maybe somebody doesn't want to go out to eat. Well, how can I get around that? How can I get through that? How can I get over that? How can I find somebody else to go out to eat with, right? It's possibility thinking. They just don't get shut down by the impossible or the negative. And don't get me wrong with this positive thinking thing. I'm not one of these think positive, go to your garden and say, "There's no weeds, there's no weeds, there's no weeds, there's no weeds." There's weeds, baby. They're gonna come up and you gotta see the weeds. You gotta think about the possibility of how you're gonna get them out of there. You gotta go yank them out and you gotta take care of your garden, right? Positive thinking, it's not this Pollyanna type of approach. You gotta have possibility thinking with together like successful people think with reality thinking. The weeds are real. Pull the weeds of your life out. Positive thinking is just not enough. The second way successful people think is they think with focus. They understand the power of focus. Have you ever had these experiences where your focus is diffused? You're here, you're there, you're like that pinball in the pinball machine. You're like the old Chinese pinball game, the pachinko game, and the ball is just bouncing around until it goes down the drain. No, successful people understand the power of focus. They have goals, they have destinations, they have targets, they have places they're gonna be. But let me ask you about your focus. I mean, if you don't have focus, if you don't have a goal, if you don't have a target, how are you gonna hit a target that you can't see? If you're an archer and you got a blindfold on, how are you gonna hit a target? You gotta see the goal. You gotta see it clearly. How are you gonna get to where you wanna go if you don't know where that is? So you gotta get your goals in place. You gotta have focus. Third way that successful people think is they think in terms of team. It's not all about you. It's not all about them. They think in terms of putting a team together and have a cooperative spirit. Teamwork in the successful person's mind makes the dream work. So many times we see like a singular person's success and all of a sudden they pop up on the fame and entertainment radar and we think, oh my gosh, how did they get so lucky? How did they become such an overnight success? But if you dig deeper, you'll see that there was a lot of hard work, there was a lot of dedication, probably a lot of years, a lot of inspiration, and you'll find out that there was a team. There is a team behind them. Even Van Gogh had his brother. Even Steve Jobs had the founder of Apple, Steve Wozniak. Even Mother Teresa had 4,500 nuns across the world, had supporters in 133 plus countries. She looks like she's doing it all by herself. We think she's a singular success, but no, it's teamwork. This is how successful people operate, and you should too. So as you're bringing on this thing called successful thinking like successful people think, I want you to be thinking about coaches. I want you to be thinking about mentors. I want you to be thinking about people that can inspire you. I want you to be thinking about your other teammates, putting a team together that can help you reach your goal even faster and even more fluently. I want you to realize life and success is a team sport. So put on the jersey, baby. Oh, man. Hey, glad you could make it to the end of the video. I tell you, I hope you caught those 3 ways that successful people think. It's been a long day of shooting, I gotta tell you, but I'm glad that you stuck with me all the way to the end. I appreciate you. And hey, you know, there's a lot more than 3 ways. These were just kind of my top picks to share with you today. Stick around for the bonus because I'm gonna give you that Mac Daddy that I promised you. But I wanna tell you, it's really exciting right now. There's just a few spots available to work with me free one-on-one. We have a consultation calendar set up, and you can go to the bottom of the description and you can find that calendar link. You can go ahead and book a time with me. I have to tell you, I'm looking for serious people. So if you're not serious about success, you're not serious about the content of this video, go ahead and skip that process. But if you are, if you're a professional, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a creative, you're somebody I'd like to get to know. I want to know what your goals are. What systems do you have in place? What are you trying to achieve? What might be blocking you from getting there? Maybe we can unpack that and unstick that for you, if you will. I'm just excited to know you and engage with you and serve you in any way that I can and bring you to that 2.0 version of yourself, to step into your bigger, better life that you know is there for you, you know you deserve. We just need a pathway, a recipe, and some support and some encouragement to get you there. So just remember, you can do this. I believe in you, and I'm here with you every step of the way. And I'm glad you made it to the bonus section. This is the Chewy Center. Hey, here is the 4th way that I want to share with you. The bonus way that successful people think. You know, successful people, they think it's okay to make a mistake. In fact, they encourage making mistakes. It's okay. They realize that that's going to accelerate their success. You know, when I had my first success in my first company, people used to come to me, Scotty, how'd you make it to the top so quick? How did you get to the top income earning position? And I said, I think I just made a lot more mistakes than you've made so far. That's the way it works, just like in language. You gotta make mistakes. It doesn't matter if you hit the ball so elegantly across the court, as long as it gets over the net. And brother, it's okay to make mistakes. That's the way you learn. And now I want to tell you about Thomas Edison. Man, he was in his laboratory and trying to figure out how to invent the electric light bulb. And he blew up his laboratory, almost killed himself and his assistant. His assistant got out the logbook and said, Mr. Edison, do you realize that we have just now logged the 10,000th way that you have failed to invent the electric light bulb? Aren't you going to give up? And he said, no, it's not a failure. I just discovered the 10,000th way that this didn't work. I'm that much closer to success. You see, this is the way successful people think. And the bonus is just like Thomas Edison, just like the person learning the new language, just like the person going out and cutting their teeth on a brand new business. You just can't be afraid to fail, and you can't care what other people think. So I encourage you, go out there, make a bunch of mistakes, accelerate your success, fail forward, and I'll see you on the other side of your success.